One of the most underrated yet equally fascinating sport out there is women's MMA. If you think things can't get brutal, well, you are dead wrong, my friend. Today I bring you some of the most unusual and amazing knockouts in the world of WMMA. Things are about to get messy, so beware. Don't say I didn't warn you. Grab your every time I say ouch, I put a penny jars as we dive into the video. Some people are all bark and no bite. Just like this fighter, they got her lights knocked out after a lot of trash talk. Sure, Ronda is a full-out beast, but the mightier they are, the harder they fall. And fall she does. Right on her face. And down she goes.
Holly looking to finish! Holly Holm is the new UFC Bantamweight Champion!
What does a soccer mom do after leaving her kids on the ground? She tries MMA for a while. This has to be the biggest mismatch ever. This one seems a bit more fair, and just hear the sound of that kick. That has to be at least 3 to 4 teeth, am I right? Here we have one of the fastest knockouts ever to be recorded in history. All it took was a few offsetting jabs and a straight kick to the face. Have you ever wanted to see what it looks like to fold a person like a chair? Well, you have come to the right spot, my friends. This woman got punched so good that she turned into a stone statue before hitting the ground when she had her lights knocked out.
There you go!
Never have I ever seen somebody get this excited like a little girl when they kick someone's face inside their head. These ladies show us how perseverance is the key to winning a fight. Even after loads of punches, they both hold fast until finally, one of them gives in. If there was a list that ranked these knockouts, this right here, punch to the chin, would absolutely be number 1 on that. Here's something you probably haven't seen before. This fighter knocks her opponent out. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in the same 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, boom! This fighter shows us how, just like the rules of Zombieland, when in doubt, double tap, and double tap she does. Clean and brutal. These just keep getting better and better with each fight. Not to mention more brutal as well, because you can hear this kick 2 planets away.
Kick knocks Tate to the ground, and another one buckles under the canvas. Once again,
it seems like the fighting moves from animes are turning into a reality, because that was one of the most fabulous tricks out of the book.
Joanna's constantly
Here's the same fighter you just saw, but with a different victim. She starts her knockout and turns into a machine, not even missing once. So awkwardly enough, the woman in the white tank didn't seem like she wanted to fight one bit. She probably just missed her bed and the other fighter was there to help her get the sleep she needed.
Atkins reluctant to come out of her corner. Aiden left a 1, 2, 3.
Just like the Symphony of the Angels when they sing you to sleep, Amanda Runes takes the pleasure of putting Ronda Rousey to sleep with carefully placed punches to her face. The position that this headlock is in makes me want to massage my neck, because that is a really awkward position to be in. Poor girl. Just tap out already.
Couldn't last forever.
Here's one of my personal favorites. Lisa, in the red tank, knocks out her opponent, who flops to the ground just the way the toys from Toy Story do. Amazing win, amazing knockout. After a long exchange of heavy blows, one of the fighters finally makes the chin connect with her punch and knocks her opponent out into another dimension. Sweet dreams and good night, my friend. Speaking of another dimension, this case was no different when this fighter knocked her opponent out and made it look as if her controller disconnected. Talk about ragdolling to the ground. Let's take a step back in time and look at this marvel. The fighter is practically knocked out and is just running around like a zombie. She has zero defense and zero sense of what is going on around her.
A devastating flurry of punches by...
On the amateur side of the spectrum, things are not really all that different. The girl in black pulls off a good fight and manages to almost knock her opponent out as well. I see a lot of potential in this one. Maybe she can go professional one day. Now that is a punching machine if I have ever seen one. She is making every punch connect and does not let her opponent breathe for a single second. A well-deserved victory for sure. Here is another match that was over within a minute. It starts off slow, but they eventually pick up the pace, and the one in black gets what she wanted. Probably the longest 60 seconds of her life. This Spider Woman hops on the back of her opponent and grabs hold of her in a rear naked choke, putting her lights out for good. I just learned a new move today.
She's in trouble.
She's got this,
It's
Ron.
tight.
She's gonna go out.
She's out.
Here is another brilliant chokehold knockout. Although the fight seems to be a little too one-sided, but it was still a fair one. Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello. If there ever was a resilient fighter, Chris Cyborg in black would be it. She gets punched so many times and gets put on the verge of collapse, but manages to pull back every time. Even though she does get knocked out, I say she deserves a lot more credit for standing her ground. Thanks a lot for sticking around to the end. We hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Comment down below how many pennies did you collect in the jar if you maintain one. Let the professionals do their work and be safe out there. See you in the next one. Until then, take care.